Just when you think they're about to break apart,
Ducks fly together.
And when the wind blows hard and the sky is black,
Ducks fly together.
and when everyone says it can't be done, ducks fly together.
We are Vikings!
Hello! Got a very exciting day today. Stephen's being kind enough to drive.
Because I'm 2 weeks out.
He's 2 weeks out.
Yay! Can you tell? That face.
That is the diet cheekbone. It only comes out when we diet. Now, to be fair, you've had prep face for a long time. I feel like anyway.
Yeah.
Came in really early this year. I feel like last year it was like all of a sudden, but then maybe it's because I just didn't see you as much.
That could,
In the run-up.
that could be it, yeah.
Yeah. Today is a very exciting day. Because today we are driving to Downpatrick. Because I am 5 weeks out as of today. So I need something to wear. So I'm going to look at show bikinis. Woo! It's making it feel like weirdly real now. Like obviously it's always felt real, but I've got my show shoes in the back, in the box.
Where are you going for the bikinis?
We are going to Bell Bikinis.
No, but that's our puppy.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that. Look at that, it's all coming together. I've got a princess on my top as well, not Belle. If anyone wants to send me a t-shirt with Belle on it, that'd be great. I've got princesses on my bag. It's great.
I've got Super Mario on my trousers.
Perfect. Cartoons. But yeah, so that's where we're heading today. Going in with an open mind. I have an idea of what I want, but obviously I've never worn a show bikini. I don't know what style I want. I don't know what styles there are. But Bell Bikinis has been really recommended to both of us, to be fair, by a lot of people. So I'm excited to go down and see what she's got and try some on and get something picked out. Be exciting. So we'll catch her up when we're there, I guess. So we've decided we're gonna do our weekly catch up in the car because life's getting pretty hectic. Not just because of Belle.
It's not really that it's hectic, it's more we are passing ships in the night to a degree because I'll get up early to get out for a walk, do my cardio, those sort of things, and then sort Belle, so we don't really see one another in the morning. And then come the evening, Lil Chunk over here will do her training in the evening after work. I do work. I am a personal trainer, so my clients are in the morning. That's also why I'm getting up so early, because my first client's normally at 6. But then we won't really, in the evening we'll see each other for a little bit, possibly less this week because I need more sleep.
Rest is important. So much so, went back to bed this morning for an hour, didn't you?
Yeah, I went up and I was like, hey, I'm just going to lie. She settled the lie down for 20 minutes.
She being the dog, not me.
Yes. And that 20 minutes, I set my alarm. After 10 minutes, I was like, you know what? Just got to make it half an hour. And then when that half an hour came, I turned my alarm off. I think it was maybe an hour and 10 minutes. It was amazing. It was needed.
That's the thing, you obviously needed it, and it's so important to listen to your body, I guess, in that way.
That actually brings me on to a point, listening to your body, because people can quite often under recover, so rather than overtrain, under recover. If your body's telling you, I need a rest, have a rest, and that's when you with things like, especially when it comes to a diet, which we both know ourselves, Natalie's actually doing a wee bit of a carb up this weekend, so seeing how her body reacts to additional carbohydrates to get data going into the shows. But if you're on a diet and you're sticking rigidly to say 1600 calories, I don't know, just throwing that out there, and you're in a big deficit, you're going to hit dietary fatigue, and that's when you need to go, okay, let's get some more food in, improve homeostasis, improve how you feel, and then that way you can get back into the diet and you'll feel better for it. Similar to training, things like a deload weight where you lower the volume, lower the intensity, and just let your body recover. Still move weights, still go in, have great sessions, train smart. It's helpful, and your body will tell you when it needs it.
No, that's exactly it. And I think, that being said though, when it comes to something like a prep, like what we're doing, there's an expectation you're going to be tired and your body's going to need a rest, and there are times to push that and there are times to go, no, I need to rest. Is that accurate?
So when it comes to prep, things like that, the main thing I would suggest to people is get a coach, because you will think of things, your mind will play tricks on you, your body will play tricks on you as well. You need someone on the outside that you can just go, here we go. This is the information, the data I can give you. Fix things. Give them control, because you will think, oh no, I need to keep training hard, but actually you don't, because a lot of the time you're not building muscle, you're mainly maintaining that muscle. So with that in mind, you might often need to do less, and it's just controlling. Then with diet as well, dropping calories, no, not necessarily. Up cardio, not necessarily. You need to give that control to someone else, because I can assure you, well, Lil Chunk here could probably tell you, if you tried to do this on your own, what would happen?
I'd probably have quit by now, to be totally honest. But I'd be probably binging on the regular because I'd want to quit. I'd be, because I'm not accountable to anybody. I would probably, if my weight wasn't moving, I'd probably be stripping back my food to like crazy amounts. I'd have thought by now I'm too small, too skinny, too like, is that kind of what you're asking?
Just asked you.
I don't know, because I have very little like actual scientific knowledge of this as a process, like I only know what I've seen of you and I know what friends of mine have done. I'd have just been really misinformed, whereas you need someone that does know that side of it to, because I said to you this morning, didn't I, so like Stephen said, we're trialing me on some like extra carbohydrates this weekend, and you'll recall we said we'd do the same thing a few weeks ago. Now we did over a day. I put on 0.5 kilo overnight, which was expected, totally normal, but I'd been coming into that with like my normal restricted diet, and then what we did last week coming into this weekend was strip my food back even more, like my food as a whole, but like stripping back carbohydrates and stuff. And then this morning I had almost twice the calories yesterday because of all the extra carbs than I would normally have, but I only put on 100 grams overnight. And I said to him, well, why is that, like what's happened? And he said, well, think about your food this week in comparison to last week.
And look, I can say one thing, the images look exceptional, and I'm very excited to see what happens today.
Yeah, me too actually. And it's given it an extra thing, because like last time we did it, I was just like, oh, I really want a treat, I want this. Whereas actually this time I've maybe contrary to the advice of my coach, I gave myself a few things that I have been like craving all week, but within reason, and doing it sensibly, and seeing it as like a task and like something that's necessary to build the image for what we're trying to do. And this time I can actually see the difference in the pictures. Like last time I was just like, no, I'm just posing differently, and I burst into tears. When I looked at the 2 pictures, I was like, it's done nothing, I've put on weight. And he was like, no, look here, look here, look here. Whereas this time, I took my pictures this morning and I can actually see the difference. Muscles just looking different, physique just looking different, and things like that. So, yeah, it's exciting, and it's giving it a reason that isn't just like, and now you can go and eat bread. Which is where I think my head was at kind of last time.
Yep.
But it's getting to that stage for both of us where it's very exciting.
That's what I was just about to ask. How do you feel at this stage, being 5 weeks out? Like mentally, just be honest, how do you feel?
There are still days where I struggle a lot, I think, when I'm like particularly hungry, or if I'm like, I just really can't train, like days when my training motivation is just down. But then it's like, go in, get it done, and I'm seeing more the bigger picture. I think it still doesn't feel real. I think until after yours, it's not gonna feel like I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Even though I'm doing it. And like, we're going to look at bikinis. I've got my shoes in the back. Like, I've booked tan. I've all of these things that I'm like, oh yeah, well that's done. That's taken care of. It still just doesn't feel like it's gonna happen.
I think that's part of it, though, is at the moment the central focus is my show.
Yeah.
And then once that's out of the way, it will be holding in. You're going to have a week and a half of a big push, and then we're going to ease off and just enjoy the ride on the way in.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing, like I tried to say it in the last video, which if you've seen the one we put up last, our sound decided didn't want to work, so we did record a whole catch-up for you. Sound didn't work. But I've lost my point. What was my point? Easing in. The work is done before you get to the show, really. And I think that's something to remember. Like, those few days coming into the show, we've been doing a lot of research. You in particular, obviously, on like peaking and coming into peak weeks and stuff and getting people ready. And I know I've got to remember, you know, when people go, oh, I'm going on a holiday, I just want to lose a few pounds before I go, that's fine. But you can't shift a load of weight or build a load of muscle in a week. Peak week is not about getting that last bit of fat off or whatever. If you've not done it by then, it's not going to happen.
If you've not done it by the 2 weeks before, like in my position, there's a little bit of moving to be done, but I know that myself. But things are backing off, training's backed off a good bit, and it is just trying to get this last little bit, just getting the chisel out, giving it a wee tap, and that's the hardest bit. But if you're sitting at exactly what Natalie said, if you're sitting at the start of your peak week and you're going, oh no, I still need to lose X amount of inches, or in a fella's case, because we have weight categories, I need to lose 2 kilo. Mate, you're not going to get that in that week, and if you do, you're going to go in looking shocking.
And it's all the things we've been listening to, like particularly on first preps. Everything I've been listening to has been like, you need to start earlier than you think. If you think you can do it in 12 weeks, give yourself 16. Give yourself 20. Give yourself 24. Yes, it feels like you've been dieting forever, but it's now when I turn around and I go, I'm nearly 20 kilo lighter than I was at the start of this year. That to me is insane. Like, think of a kilo bag of potatoes. That's 20 of those.
I'm 17.
Like, that's crazy. That is absolutely mental.
And that's from the start of February.
Yeah.
So what's that in pound? That's multiplied by 20. 2.2. No, 22.
40 pound.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like 43 pound or something like that. So, not bad going.
No, not at all. And that's that's mad. But it shows it's possible with just consistency, and like, I know you have it from like people you saw last year quite a lot. I'm getting it from people that I work with. Oh, you need to give me some tips on losing weight. Oh, how do I lose that much weight? Consistency. What?
Commitment.
Commitment, consistency. It doesn't mean, obviously you're not prepping to be a bodybuilder. It doesn't mean you can't go and have a drink on a Saturday or have a takeaway once a month or something. It doesn't mean that. It just means having an awareness and working towards a bigger goal than just every week going, oh, why aren't the scales moving? Do you know what I mean? And I don't know. It's weird. I've been someone that's tried to like diet and lose weight most of my life. And it's the first time it's actually worked, and it's within 6 months.
It's the main thing for a lot of people's fear.
Yeah.
And that's the simple thing. If you're starting something, you know it's going to be difficult. People quit because they fear. And that's it. Like, anyone starts something, if they see it through to the end, they're going to be successful. If they give it all that they can, they will be successful. It's just down to the difference is, are you afraid to give it as much as it needs to be given? If you're not, brilliant. If you are, why are you? And these are sort of like, there's lots of questions you can ask yourself when you're dieting, when you're doing things like that. When you do have like, Natalie would tell you that if you get results, sometimes it'll be like, oh, I've got my results, I'm done now.
Yeah.
But no, they're like, the position we're in now, people that prep for a photo shoot or something, we're a week past that.
Mm-hmm.
We're 2 weeks past that. We're going to a different level where your body doesn't want to go to, and that's why it gets so difficult. And that's why you just need to take your time, spread it out, take longer than you think you should. And actually, on that note, I am signing up clients for next season. Yeah. So if you want to join Team Chunk, because why wouldn't you? We'll always be chunky on the inside.
Oh yes, and on the outside during off season, don't you worry.
Yeah. But no, with that in mind, yeah, give me a shout if you want to have a wee chat. If you've got ideas that you maybe want to compete, do a photo shoot,
or if you just want to be in the best shape of your life.
Yeah.
Even if you don't want to have to put pressure on it in that way, you just want to get in shape like I am. But like, due in part because of this man, I am in the best shape I've ever been in, and I will not be going back to what I was. Yes, I'll be putting size back on after the show because you can't stay that way forever, but because of guidance of a coach, yes, my coach just so happens to be my partner, but because of the guidance of a coach, it's enabled me to be able to actually stick it out and have someone say to me, no, you are heading in the right direction. No, that is totally normal. No, the fact that you want to, I don't know, the fact you're having a cry about the fact that you can't get the flavour of Monster you want or something is totally normal because you're dieting, and that happens. Like, you need that outside eye, and you need someone who knows the science, who understands how your body's going to react to something, to go, let's give this a try, and go, let's give this a try. Not, you have to eat that, you have to do this much cardio, you have to lift that. No, you don't. You don't.
A good coach will listen. A good coach will not merely give you a program and go do this. A good coach will adapt things. A good coach will understand you, will listen to you. If you're having issues, they will try their utmost to help you resolve them. Because that's when you look at personal training and coaches. Personal training is personal. If you go to a coach and they go, okay, right, I'll get you a program over this evening, that's not personal. That's a cookie cutter. That's when you run for the hills.
Yeah.
If you want results, invest
in yourself. It's an investment in yourself.
If you want to drive a Ferrari, why would you buy a Skoda?
Exactly.
That's the simple thing is, if you're going out for a nice meal, why not just bring some candles to Wetherspoons?
Some people, that would be amazing.
Oh, I'd love a spoons right now.
Oh, me too.
Oh.
Later.
Yeah. No? We can't have spoons today.
I mean months later.
Yeah. December.
December. No, that's it. Personal training is designed to be personal. Like, if I was guilty of it myself, like there would be influencers, things I'd look up to on Instagram and stuff, and they'd market a program and it was like £25 and you'd get this 8-week program, and I knew it wasn't tailored, but it was like, here is a program that will, for argument's sake, build a booty in 8 weeks or something, or this will help you shred pounds in 12 weeks. You're like, brilliant, for 20 quid, that's amazing.
I mean, actually, on that note of me saying that, I will be releasing some programs in the coming weeks, just for people that do want to go, okay, £20 a month, £30 a month, 100%.
I can't think what I'm trying to say.
So those programs will be set out for specific goals. So say, for example, you're a female, 5'2" to 5'6", weighing in and around about the same weight. That will suit you. Now, a lot of it is guidance when it comes to the nutrition side, so you will have to work out what you need to be consuming yourself under this guidance. And the training, well, if you hit the training and you do it well, you'll get results, and that is simple fact.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then that's the other side about the personal training aspect as well. Like, if you're going to see a coach, remember that that coach gets results and programs the way they plan, because of how they train. So putting in that time with a person, also they're going to train you how they train. So if somebody writes out something for you that says do 10 squats with 50 kilos of weight and this will happen, well, it might not if you don't squat correctly, or you've accidentally used a ladies bar or something. So, I picked a bikini.
Yeah, we did. Yes, you did.
No, you helped. It was really good. No, it was great having Stephen there. I'd recommend, if anyone can have a coach at a fitting,
Bring Stephen.
Bring Stephen. No, because at the end of the day, you're representing that person as well, and like, they want you to look good. The person making them want you to look good. You want to look and feel good, obviously. But again, having just talked about how the fact that your head can do things to you and play tricks on you anyway, you either feel great in everything or you might feel crappy in everything. And just having an outside eye to go, that is really flattering. Because also you might go, well, my favourite colour is pink. But then actually you put pink on and you're so set on wearing pink, but pink looks horrendous. And then a green one comes out and it looks great. Like, just having that outside eye to give you another opinion. But no, Emma there is lovely. Everyone told me she'd be lovely, and she is. So I'll do my little shout out thing again to Bell Bikinis in Downpatrick. If you are a bodybuilder in Ireland, the north of Ireland, to be fair, even the UK.
Even if you just want a nice bikini.
I mean, yeah. If you want one for like a photo shoot or something, no matter what size or shape you are, Emma will make you look and feel amazing. Yeah, it was great. It was a really nice experience. So picking that up in a few weeks. It's officially real. I have shoes and a bikini and hair and everything. I'm not gonna say anything about the bikini. We'll do a reveal, shall we? When I do my show.
Yeah.
We'll do a bikini reveal.
It's like a wedding dress.
It felt a bit like wedding dress shopping.
Only difference is I was there with you.
Yeah, and you were there. And there's like...
Right, we've talked about weddings far too much recently.
We really have.
Why did you just go off?
Because my brain was trying to work out the fun thumbnail I could do. No, that is not a stress or an expense we want right now. Channeling our energy into other things. But no, that's really exciting. Like, I've now got like the tummy jitters. So it's like, oh, okay, it's happening. And when I pick it up, then it will be like, whoa! Ah!
One thing I'll say, she looked great.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Really good. Like, yeah.
first.
Yep.
You are the. We were talking about how I feel on the way. How are you feeling?
Yeah, I was saying to Ross, my coach, the other day, I feel personally this is the best I've looked in comparison to last season.
I would agree.
Mentally, this is the best I've felt. Last season, I was in a dark place. Whereas I sent my music away last week. It's exciting. And I feel ready for it. I know there's a bit more work to do, but I feel ready. Like, I'm hungry and all those sort of things. But the main thing is, I feel ready.
Yeah.
I feel confident. When people are talking to me, they're going, do you know who you're going to be up against? And I'm like, personally, to me, it doesn't matter. Because all I can do is what I can do. And that's what I say to people. If you can control it, control it. If it's out of your control, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But that's all we can do is what we can do. When I'm up on stage, I know I've done as much as I can. And if someone's done more or someone's a little bit better, so be it.
You'd rather lose to someone who's put the work in and has also done everything they can do than...
Rather than knowing you could have done a little bit more.
Yeah. If you've gone in and you've given that, same as anything in life, but if you've gone in and given that everything, like it's what I said to you when I started this, if I can see this through and I can get to the show, in my books I've already won.
You're laying your cards on the table and you're going, this is what I've done. And at the end of the day, if someone trumps you there and then, so be it.
And it's going back to what we were saying on the way here. You put the work in the lead up, you can then do no more. Those last few days are not going to make the blindest bit of difference. Yes, they'll doing your work to make you look the best you can look, but you're not going to shift another 3 kilo before then. You're not going to have those things. But I would agree, you look the best than you have looked, and in a what's going to be a healthy way, I think, as well. Whereas last year, like, you looked tired, like it was, your body looked tired, but it doesn't this year. It looks full and healthy still, even on the days you're like, oh, I'm flat, I'm dry, it still looks healthy, which is obviously good.
Speaking about being dry though, like, I've started to exfoliate more, and over this week I need to get back onto the skin routine. And yes, exfoliate.
May I recommend?
Look after your skin.
I recommend to anybody exfoliating gloves. You can get them for £1 in Primark. Primark.
Yeah.
Just use them all the time. Like, yeah, just make your skin feel great. Girls, it's great. But yes, exciting stuff. So we'll do a reveal when we pick it up. We haven't picked it up for about 4 weeks. Maybe we'll even save the reveal till show day.
I'll see you the reveal.
Yeah. Have we got anything else to update everybody on?
Not really. I would say just keep an eye on Instagram as well. There'll be a little bit more coming out there because it's going to be a busy 2 weeks for me.
Yes.
And I'll just try to keep you updated, and also keep you updated on our little munchkin. By munchkin I mean puppy. I do tend to post up pictures of her on mine, which there might be a link for, Adam.
Yes, there will.
The description possibly or somewhere.
Yep.
And yeah, if you have anything, like we always say, if you have anything you need help with, you have any questions, whack them down in the comments, or if you want, pop us a message, pop me an email, and we'll get back to you.
Yep.
Within the next couple of hours, or even a day tops.
Yeah.
But yeah, have a great one.
Yeah. Enjoy your week wherever, whenever you are. Thank you for joining us again, and